Have you ever wondered why working capital management is so crucial for startups, especially in the food tech industry? Well, let's dive into it. Working capital, the difference between a company's current assets and liabilities, is the lifeblood of a startup. It's the cash that keeps the lights on, pays the bills, and fuels growth. But managing it effectively, that's where the challenge lies, particularly for startups in the food tech industry, where high cash burn rates are common. Imagine you're running a food tech startup. You're racing against time, striving to generate enough revenue to cover operational costs. This could involve deploying aggressive marketing strategies to acquire new customers and increase sales volume. It's a fast-paced game, but it's one you must master to stay afloat. Simultaneously, you need to maintain a tight grip on expenses. You might negotiate longer payment terms with suppliers, or minimize inventory to reduce holding costs. Every penny counts, and effective cost control can be the difference between growth and stagnation. Then there's the matter of funding. How do you sustain operations during high cash burn phases? That's where access to external funding, such as venture capital or bridge loans, becomes crucial. This financial lifeline can provide the necessary cash flow to support your operations when you need it most. But remember, it's not just about generating revenue, controlling costs, and securing funding. It's about constantly monitoring your cash flow. Regular checks and balances can help you make informed decisions about expenses, investments, and growth strategies. It's like having a health checkup for your startup's finances. And let's not forget about technology. Investing in automation and efficient tech can streamline operations, reducing labor costs, and improving turnaround times. It's a win-win situation. In the high-stakes world of startups, particularly in the food tech industry, working capital management is not just important, it's indispensable. It's a balancing act between growth and financial sustainability. And getting it right can be the difference between your startup thriving or merely surviving. As you can see, managing working capital effectively plays a huge role in a startup's success. Let's dive into a case study to illustrate these points more clearly. Imagine a food tech startup, let's call it Food Fusion. Food Fusion, like most startups, began with a big idea: to revolutionize the way people dine by integrating technology into the food industry. But they faced a challenge common to many startups: managing their working capital to ensure their business growth and financial sustainability. To generate revenue swiftly, Food Fusion implemented aggressive marketing strategies. They offered enticing discounts to new customers and invested in data-driven marketing to increase sales volume, thereby creating a steady revenue stream. But revenue generation was just one side of the coin. Food Fusion also needed to control costs. They negotiated longer payment terms with their suppliers, reducing the outflow of cash. They also minimized inventory to cut down on holding costs. This careful cost control allowed them to keep their expenses in check while they worked on growing their business. Funding played a critical role in Food Fusion's journey. They sought external funding from venture capitalists and secured bridge loans. This external funding provided them with the necessary cash flow to support their operations during phases of high cash burn, helping them navigate the tricky waters of their initial growth phase. Monitoring cash flow was another crucial aspect of Food Fusion's working capital management. Regular checks and balances were put in place to make informed decisions about expenses, investments, and growth strategies. This constant monitoring enabled them to respond promptly to changing financial circumstances. Investing in technology was a significant part of Food Fusion's strategy. They automated routine tasks and implemented efficient technology to streamline operations. This reduced labor costs and improved turnaround times, making their operations more efficient and cost-effective. This case study of Food Fusion clearly shows how effective working capital management can help a startup thrive. It's not just about having a great idea, it's also about managing your resources wisely to turn that idea into a successful venture. By focusing on revenue generation, cost control, securing funding, monitoring cash flow, and investing in technology, Food Fusion was able to balance growth and financial sustainability. This case study clearly shows how effective working capital management can help a startup thrive. Now that we understand the importance of working capital management, what are some practical tips startups can use? Firstly, it's important to negotiate longer payment terms with suppliers. By extending payment terms, startups can hold on to their cash longer, effectively increasing their working capital. It's a delicate balance, though, as you don't want to strain relationships with your suppliers. Building strong, cooperative relationships can often open doors to better terms. Next, consider minimizing inventory. While having stock on hand can ensure you're ready for sudden demand spikes, It can also tie up a lot of your cash. Consider just-in-time inventory strategies, which aim to align raw material orders from suppliers directly with production schedules. This way, you only hold what you need when you need it. Regularly monitoring cash flow is another crucial practice. You need to know where your money is coming from and where it's going. Regular cash flow analysis can help you make informed decisions about expenses, investments, and growth strategies. It's all about staying informed and agile. Lastly, consider investing in efficient technology. Automation can streamline operations, reducing labor costs and improving turnaround times. Whether it's automating your accounts receivable and payable or using AI to forecast demand and manage inventory, technology can be a game changer. Remember, it's an investment, not an expense. These strategies can help startups keep their finances in check while pursuing growth. It's not an easy task, but with vigilance and strategic thinking, you can effectively manage your working capital and set your startup on a path to success. And remember, if you find this information helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our content. Your support helps us to keep providing valuable insights. Keep watching our videos for more analyses on topics like this. If you're interested in learning more about working capital management for startups, there are plenty of resources available. One resource you might find valuable is an analysis by Dr. Ratnakar Gatla and colleagues, published in the World Journal of Management and Economics. This in-depth study explores the complex dynamics of working capital management at high cash burn startups in the food tech space. It's an insightful read that covers a diverse range of topics, including the impact of village growth on tourism, AI-based HR development, and the influence of green marketing on consumer behavior. Another resource worth exploring is Cruise Consulting's Insights. Cruise Consulting offers comprehensive accounting services tailored for startups, with a special emphasis on how working capital impacts a startup's burn rate. They have a wealth of industry-specific expertise in areas such as bookkeeping, tax, and financial planning and analysis. Their clients have collectively raised over $1 billion in VC funding, which speaks volumes about their proficiency and effectiveness. These resources offer a more in-depth understanding of working capital management. They provide practical insights and strategies that can help startups navigate financial challenges, raise capital, and achieve growth. The principles outlined in these resources can be applied across a wide range of industries, not just food tech startups. So whether you're running a tech startup or a traditional business, these resources can provide you with the knowledge and insights you need to manage your working capital effectively. Remember, the key to success in business is continuous learning and adaptation. So don't just stop at this video. Dive into these resources, learn as much as you can, and apply that knowledge to your business. By utilizing these resources, startups can gain a deeper understanding of working capital management and how to apply it to their own business. Working capital management is a critical aspect of running a successful startup, especially in the food tech industry. Let's quickly recap what we've covered today. Startups often have to strike a delicate balance between rapid revenue generation and financial sustainability. This involves tight cost control, strategic funding, regular cash flow monitoring, and investing in efficient technology. Remember, the goal here is to reduce costs and improve turnaround times, all while ensuring that the business stays afloat during high cash burn phases. For a deeper dive, consider exploring the works of Dr. Ratnakar Gatla and colleagues, or the insights offered by Cruise Consulting. Both provide valuable perspectives on managing working capital in high cash burn startups. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Keep watching for more insights on topics like this. Remember, your support helps us to keep providing valuable content. Thank you.